Alright. Alright, everyone. Welcome to... Hold on, you don't see me, dude. Okay, there you go. Now you see me, okay? We couldn't do a video without seeing me, okay? Sound good? Alright, everyone. Welcome to a DSP video. This one will be slightly different. Actually, not too different. We'll be watching the shoutouts of this pre-stream because there was some stuff that was kind of interesting. I was doing a stream, and I was listening to the pre-stream, and I heard some very interesting tidbits, so might as well just watch the shoutouts of this pre-stream. The pre-stream itself, well, the pre-stream, was 23 minutes, and the whole video that he uploaded to YouTube was an hour and 9 minutes, so we have, what, probably like 30 minutes of shoutouts? Sound good? Alright.
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 Then I will have an animation, a nice fun animation we'll play here on the stream for you to give you visual recognition for what you're
visual recognition,
well, right?
Dude.
So pretty sweet.
Sound good?
Thank you guys
pretty
for
sweet.
any of your contributions. As you can see at the top of your screen here, we've got the stream stats leaderboard.
Leaderboard! Do you like how he says it? He's not a clown, dude. He really loves the horror boards. Really loves them.
If you cheer, sub, or tip, you will have a chance to get up there if you are the current top cheerer or top tipper, and I will be updating the total number of subs during the course of today's stream as well. By the way, we're very close to the most subs I've ever had.
Didn't he get like 600 at one point? Whatever. He's gonna get more subs by the end of the year because Twitch will do that typical discount that they usually do. Now again, I just keep bringing this up, but still with this pre-stream, he still does not fix the edge. I can still see the other template behind it. He didn't stretch out the fucking whatever.
Most I've ever had was, I think, 563. So we're actually just underneath the top amount of subs I've ever had, which is pretty cool. I wonder if we can beat the record.
Begging works.
Right. All that being said, guys, thank you for your contributions. It's much appreciated. As you can also see, if you actually look at the top of the stream chat today, the notice number one, if you subscribe to the channel.
I was trying to get to the actual shoutouts. I thought that was like the end of the plugs, but
you get many benefits.
Whoops.
You get a cool. I've heard. I don't know if you think they said it's either September or October. Don't quote me. I'm not 100%. But basically, coming up, if you're a Twitch Prime subscriber, meaning you. But if you are a paid subscriber, and you're a paid subscriber, more than that. So, but anyway, guys, if you would like to tip me during today's stream.
I kind of think it's dumb that Twitch Prime members get less, but they are technically paying the same. Because the way that I assumed it worked was when you tell Prime, oh, I want to sub to this channel, and they give it to you, that they give the money to Twitch and they give the money to the streamer that sub's going to. So in essence, the Twitch Prime user is paying the same as a paid subscriber, but now they're getting less. I don't know, but that's Twitch for you. I mean, they wanna make sure that they get the good bucks, dude.
This is a process completely separate.
Completely separate.
Or tip jar. If you click
tip, I like how it says tip jar. Like that's the name of the banner, but it's a piggy bank. None of that makes sense. And I'm surprised he didn't get rid of it because, you know, he's a pig, dude. I like how he still has the, whatever.
On the tip, appreciate it. The tip via that method. To get to 100-bit cheer overnight. Thank you very much to Infinite for his overnight support. Is very much
I like how Infinite now only cheers at night. He doesn't cheer during the streams anymore. He kind of comes in at night like a tooth fairy. Just comes in, slides 100-bit cheers, sometimes more, especially if he's away. Sometimes he cheers more, which it is what it is. But it's just kind of funny. But it is what it is.
Knows Nobody did a 100-bit cheer, and he says, Phil, I can't watch your playthrough, but I hope you have fun with Shenmue, which I'm actually looking forward to. Well, I don't know why you can't watch. Maybe it's because you're just not available today, but thank you for the cheer. Knows
I don't know why you can't watch.
Leaderboard here. There we go. All right, thank you very much, Knows Nobody. There we are. Okay.
Good thing it's automated, right?
Maximilian, dude. Just as I'm a fan of yours, can you explain why his stream runs at 1080p 60 frames while yours only does 1080p 30 frames? Or I guess the flip side of that would be that I will do 720p 60 frames. I would like to know what the difference is between your stream and his. Probably a ton. Now, I don't know what setup Max uses. I'm assuming he probably has a much better PC than me. He probably has a much better capture device than me.
This guy has 2 PCs, by the way. Yeah. He has a second one in the closet. But he will never bring that up. He'll never mention it. No one will ever ask him why can't he use that to also stream and capture alongside his PC. No one asks him that. But okay.
Tons more money than me. I know that for a fact. Because he has way more views than me, right? So
he makes more money than me because he has more views than me. But you said that you don't really get a lot of money off of views, or at all. But he's measuring money through views. Okay.
He probably has way better means to do the stuff that he does. So number one off the bat, he's probably working with much better equipment than I am. Number two, when Max streams, I believe he only streams. When I'm streaming, I'm also recording for YouTube at a different quality completely. Okay. When
completely.
Max does videos for YouTube, he's not recording at the uploading it to YouTube. So it's basically double the work from my computer. Okay. I tried recording and streaming at 1080p 60 frames per second at the same time, and my PC couldn't handle it. My PC was crapping out.
See, this is what I don't understand. He said, oh, I tried capturing and streaming at 1080p 60 frames and he can't handle it. But can't you also stream and record at 2 different level qualities? So why can't he just stream at 720 and 60 or 30, whatever, and then record at 1080p 60? Can he do that? Okay.
Now, choppy frame rate is really bad. So I do it the way I do it, and it's worked for years, and that's the way I'm going to keep doing it. Even when I ever do finally maybe get to upgrade my setup to the point where maybe I can get a better PC, better capture setup.
Funny that he's like, oh, well, if I upgrade my setup, the only setup he wants to upgrade is his PlayStation and his TV. He doesn't want to upgrade his capture card, he doesn't want to upgrade his PC, but he wants to upgrade the TV that the viewers won't notice, and the console that the viewers will also not notice. Great.
Or whatever. Great, but I'm one man and I work my butt off as it is with the streams. I work
my butt off? Oh, I think I laughed at that. I laugh at that too, man.
I don't have money to do those upgrades, nor do I have time to research anything. So, for me, it's...
I don't have time to research or do anything. But he had time to move all of his games to the PS4 Pro that one night, and he was able to watch Netflix. But he has no time to research PCs. Okay.
Same game, that's what I'm all about, right? So, that's probably the reason. Now, I could be completely wrong, Resident Evil beating. I'm not Max, I don't know what he does. I'm just using the know-how that I have and the knowledge. And be in the chat, Cheered, says, with the delay of Spyro Remastered, would you be playing Vampiria Chronicles 4? It's a strategy RPG third-person shooter. Elements will likely be enough to last. I appreciate that. Baby in the chat, Cheered, says, with the delay of Spyro Remastered, would you be playing Vampiria Chronicles 4?
Vampiria. Isn't it Valkyrie? Whatever.
It's a strategy RPG. Third-person shooter. Elements will likely be
enough. That's as funny. I don't know if he says it in the shoutouts, but he was talking about Street Fighter V. And he pronounces Zeku's name Zeki. That was my favorite. Zeki. I saw that character Zeki. I hope you hear it. I hope you hear it in the shoutouts.
No. And the reason I say no is because, number one, I'm playing Shenmue now, and I don't know if I'm going to finish Shenmue before Dragon Quest XI comes out. Dragon Quest XI comes out September 4th, okay? And I definitely want to play Dragon Quest XI. This is a game franchise I've always...
Okay.
I'm already going to have JRPG summer, and that was because I was playing Persona 5. So you see what I mean? Like, there's so much...
Octopath Traveler was a big game. Everyone told me to play it. Nah, I'm going to play Persona 5, the game that only some people want to see. Because he did get a lot of cheers during Persona 5. That's kind of why I thought it would be a good idea for him to go back to Persona 5. but those people kind of left. Notably, Viking was one of the people that were like kind of cheering a lot. Him and Jezel, but they both kind of left.
Much JRPG style content coming out in this year that there's no way, sadly, that I could play every one of them. And quite frankly, if I were to play another one, it would be Octopath, not Valkyria Chronicles.
Why not? Why not the latest JRPG? Why do you want to go to Octopath Traveler? That's kind of dead now. Well, not dead, but like it's not a new release. Valkyrie is more fresh and new. Whatever.
So sorry, but that would.
I'm not the one with the business degree, dude.
Chris did a 100-bit cheer. He says, "Why do you play Street Fighter the most versus other better fighting games?" Well, first of all,
other better fighting games. I like when people always say like, "There's other better fighting games than Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5 is just a bad game. There's other better fighting games. Any game is better than any game." But the thing is that if he likes Street Fighter 5. He gets to drink himself off about it, so that's why he's playing it. But what's funny is that someone asks him, "Oh, so since you said you never play Street Fighter 5 and you're playing it now, does that mean there's a chance for you to go back to Tekken 7?" No, I'm not going back to Tekken 7. Nah, man. Why not go back to Tekken 7? Tekken 7 is still alive. You can still get online matches. Same with Dragon Ball FighterZ. Won't return to it. Okay.
That's a subjective statement. You're saying better.
Subjective.
That is your personal opinion, and you're entitled to it, Chris. You know, I wholeheartedly believe that everyone could like, to each their own and like whatever they like. By the way, I'm putting you up on the leaderboard here because you're tied for the top cheer. I was there. I was in video arcades as a young child. I think I was like 13 years old or something.
A young child.
Playing these games. Actually, I was younger than that. Fuck, I can't even remember how old I was. I think it was like 10 or 11. I'm trying to think of Street Fighter, right? But I was there in arcades as a child playing Street Fighter. I grew up in arcades playing Street Fighter. This was my hobby. Their ideas of what a fighting game is based off of Street Fighter. They all have fundamentals and things are a part of the fact that they all kind of base their ideas of what a fighting game is based off of Street Fighter.
Really? Fighting game? Hold on, I hear the.
But I was there in arcades as a child playing Street Fighter. I grew up in arcades playing Street Fighter. This was my hobby. This is what I loved to do. And really, all modern fighting games are a part of the fact that they all kind of base their ideas of what a fighting game is based off of Street Fighter.
What? No. If you look at Skullgirls, if you listen to like the people who developed the game, they base that game off of Darkstalkers. They base that game off of other fighters that not just Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat does not base itself off of fucking Street Fighter. Street Fighter doesn't have fatalities or babalities or animality or anything like that. But it bases off of Street Fighter. No. That's kind of dumb.
They all have fundamentals and things taken from the original Street Fighter 2
No.
And, for me, it's always been all about Street Fighter. Even though I do play, I'll play Tekken. I'll play, Injustice.
Injustice, yeah.
I'll play all these games.
That game.
The one that I usually, if I'm going to put time into it, is going to be Street Fighter, okay? Now, in particular, I don't really like Street Fighter 5. I do feel that Street Fighter 5 is the weakest of any numbered installment of Street Fighter.
Anyone could say a numbered Street Fighter is the weakest. I think Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 1 are the weakest in the franchise. 3 is pretty good. Alpha is pretty good. 4 is good. 5 is fun, but, whatever. It's a fun game. It is what it is.
I really do. I think that here we are in Season 3... and I think it's still shit. The game was basically made by people who don't play Street Fighter. It is actually true. One of the head devs of Street Fighter 5 is a guy who was one of the guys who made Guilty Gear. And I think it's still shit. The game was basically made by people who don't play Street Fighter.
It's made by people who don't play Street Fighter. The guy who made Guilty Gear, but then every fighting game is based off of Street Fighter. So then, it is Street Fighter. With that logic, he tells us all these fighting games that come up base their fundamentals off of Street Fighter. Then says Street Fighter 5 is made by people who haven't played fighting games. One of the people made Guilty Gear, but Guilty Gear is a fighting game, and fighting games are base their fundamentals off of Street Fighter. So, and the thing is that he says, oh well, they made Guilty Gear, but Guilty Gear is a very good game.
It's actually true. One of the head devs of Street Fighter 5 is a guy who was one of the guys who made Guilty Gear.
Okay, I want to fact check this. Is the lead developer of SF5 or come on. Did the lead developer of Street Fighter 5 work on Guilty Gear? Let's see if that's going to pull up anything. See its potential changes to Guilty Gear. 2 Japanese Guilty Gear stars shit-talked their way back into... What? Fellow Guilty Gear competitor Koichi told the... Okay, well, I can't find anything. I have terrible research skills, dude. So, I'm gonna ask you guys... how can I check this? I don't think Wikipedia is gonna give me anything. Let's just go to Wikipedia. Let's do Street Fighter 5. Let's see what that's gonna... If I can find... Dimps. What did Dimps do? Let's see. Games developed. So far, they did Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Naruto, One Piece, let's see. No Guilty Gear. Dimps worked on Street Fighter 4, so that's a Street Fighter game, so that's something. Super Street Fighter 4. Super Street Fighter 4 for the 3DS. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So far, I am not seeing Guilty Gear here. They do a lot of the Dragon Ball Z Universe games. Street Fighter 5. Interesting. So, DSP is potentially incorrect, unless like there's a particular person on the team that worked on Guilty Gear. But so far the developers listed, Capcom and Dimps. Dimps worked on Street Fighter before. They worked on Street Fighter 4. So what the fuck is he talking about? So he's incorrect as far as I'm concerned.
Here. Or was it Blaze Blue? I forget, one or the other.
Blaze Blue.
That's why the game
Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear are both Arc System games. Just saying.
Plays so differently.
But yet again, I'm telling you, there was no Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue on the resume of Dimps. Dimps did not work at all with the Guilty Gear. In fact, they worked on Street Fighter 4, as I said. Okay.
The Street Fighter games, the footsie game is lame in the game. You don't know what I'm talking
footsie
about.
Game.
Technical aspects of fighters, but
what footsie game? There are footsies in the game. Like I can't like when you're playing as Karen. Karen benefits a lot, as far as I know. I mean, again, take my advice with a grain of salt. But when I play as Karen, I really have to keep in mind how the spacing between Karen and someone else. And she is a character that you have to be very agile with. She can't really take hits a lot very well, and a lot of her moves aren't necessarily perfect in terms of some matchups. They're good moves. She has really good special moves on. She has a good anti-air. She has a good overhead moves, etc. She has a lot of good moves in that regard. But you can kind of body her if you know how to play against her very well.
Even though I don't like Street Fighter V, I'll still go back and I'll play the classics. I'll go back and play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo or Third Strike because I love those games. And yes, now I am giving Street Fighter V another chance years later. Okay, so there you have it. That's why. Now I'm certainly not saying Street Fighter is the best. In fact, I agree with you. I actually think currently I would say Tekken 7 is actually a better game than Street Fighter 5. Absolutely, I agree with you there.
But he won't play it.
We also got.
So he'll play a game he hates more than a game that's a good game. Logic, because that's how I play video games. I find a game I hate and I play it more. The only game that I kind of do that with is Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Every time I play that game, it's me trying to like it. There are things in that game I like, but it's such a fucking chore. It disappoints me. It makes me sad every time I play it. It makes me want to play Central Fiction more, TBH.
Soul Calibur 6 coming out later this year in October. I don't know. I mean, I haven't played Soul Calibur in a million years at this point, like years and years. So we'll have to see if good Soul Calibur 6 is. Technically, Soul Calibur 6 usually is a really good fighting game franchise.
Soul Calibur 6 is a good fighting game franchise, dude.
So definitely, I would say there are other games that are currently either better. Oh, and of course you got Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, which everyone is playing. Dragon Ball FighterZ is the hottest fighting game out there, duh. So you got many games that are better than
Oh man, Dragon Ball FighterZ, it's not dead, but I just don't think it's as hype as it was when it launched. I think it has a very dedicated player base. I don't think it's like a ghost town, but I don't think it's like. I don't think if you compare what it was when it came out to now, I don't think anyone really, it's as big, because I've heard a lot of buzz with Broly and, what was the other character that came out with him? Bardock. There's a lot of people that were like, oh my god, Broly and Bardock, oh my god, this is insane. Then Vegito and Zamasu comes out, oh man, Vegito and Zamasu, yippee. Goku and Vegeta. Okay. Like, I didn't even know those characters came out, to be honest. They came out, and then it is what it is. So, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the hypest game out there, but it's okay. I think the tournaments give it a lot of attention. For a good reason, but I don't know. Yeah, there's 800 people on Twitch, which is good. It's a good, healthy amount, but I don't know. I don't know.
Street Fighter, in my opinion, right now. But for me, if I'm going to go back to a franchise, it would be the franchise I grew up with, so it's going to be Street Fighter. Okay? Alright.
When Tekken 7 came out, he told us he won tournaments with Tekken, he loved Tekken, this and that, but he won't go back to it.
He saw us and cheered, and he says, I turned off ad blocker like you said. Well, thank you for that.
I turned off ad blocker like you said.
Even though, like I said, it doesn't help me really on these streams. It would help me if you watch my YouTube videos. Then he cheered again and says, Scarface stream height. I got a 25-bit cheer from...
I love these fucking hype cheers. Insert title hype. They're so bland. It's like, who talks like this to a streamer? Oh man, Street Fighter 5 hype.
Someone whose name is offensive racially, so I'm not going to say it. Floppy Donkey Sausage cheered again and said PS4 Pro height.
I wonder what the name was.
Did a 25-bit cheer. He says, Shenmue so far has glitches. It's going to get a patch soon to fix them. Not everyone's getting them. Minor audio and visual bugs. Alright, that's not so bad. HDR. Yes, it does. But like I said...
Oh, look, dude. I got a PS4 Pro, dude. Do you know I got a PS4 Pro? I hooked it up, dude. Oh, man, when I play Dark Souls 3, it's going to be amazing.
I know for a fact that my other equipment, like my HDMI splitter that I use to capture, that's not HDR compliant. I know my capture device isn't HDR compliant. So, even if I were to get HDR... I don't know. Well, I have it. What am I talking about? Even if I were to get HDR. I'm getting HDR. Obviously, PS4 Pro can do HDR. My new TV can do HDR. I don't know if I would even be able to enable it without a significant upgrade of equipment, Like, I would probably, at the very...
But you know what's funny? You know what's funny with all this stuff that he says? He told us that, oh boy, when I get the PS4 Pro, I'll be able to stream at a better quality. I'll be able to do this, be able to do that. He gets it. Oh, I can't do that. I wonder if that's a Mr. Huff stuff video. Let's find out. We're gonna find out, my friends. Let's see. Let's see. There you are, Mr. Huff. Let's check you out. Let's see.
Many things that are going on. I have a lot of positive updates, which is good. I have a big announcement for the pre-stream. Also, this pre-stream I have to finish in guys. Ladies and PS4 Pro, and thank God, because just recently I've been dead, and I'm like, what the fuck, this fucking piece of shit. They attempted to deliver it when delivery of the PS4, okay? Roar and all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, roar.
It's not a big deal.
Roar.
Like, currently playing, and then just initially we should immediately start seeing benefits. You know, more hard drive space. No audio issues, no USB issues. By the way, my current PS4 has issues where sometimes it ejects the fucking disc for no reason.
Which doesn't matter because he doesn't play disc anyway. That's a dumb issue to complain about. If you play games physically, then yeah, that is a big deal. But he doesn't play games physically. He downloads them, so it doesn't really matter. Okay,
And
I talked about that before.
Better frame rate. A lot of games supposedly run better on the PS4 Pro than they run on the standard PS4. So a lot of these games that I've been playing recently that just look like shit, hopefully will look better. Okay? Now, in addition to all of that, once the PS4 Pro is here and set up, there's potential that maybe I'll be upgrading something else in my setup. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here.
Oh, I can't find it.
There's potential that, yes, I will be upgrading something else in my setup as well to go along with the PS4 Pro. So we'll see. If I get it, great. And the other thing is, I'm not even kidding, there was like 1 or 2 people months ago who had said that if I got the PS4 Pro, so if I ever wanted to do something in 4K, I could. Not that I will, because like I said, I don't want to play games in 4K. I can't capture in 4K or whatever. But a few people actually offered. They said, we'll get you a TV with better response rate and everything. Because if you remember, much earlier...
Well, I can't find it. I can't. Sorry, my friends. But I'm pretty sure he told us. I might have to take my statement with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure he told us, oh, if I get the PS4 Pro, I'll be able to record at 1080p 60 consistently. Now it's, I can't do 1080p 60, dude. Sorry.
At least I'd have to buy a new HDMI splitter that I know is HDR compliant, but I don't know, like my capture device, would it still be able to take in the video signal and stream and capture if it's HDR, but it's not compliant with it? Maybe not, right? In which case, then there's no point, right? So I think right now, like I said, I'm kind of where I am with what I'm doing, but moving forward, maybe I'll be able to upgrade. We'll find out, okay? All right. Knows Nobody did another 100-bit cheer. And he asked, am I going to sell my old PS4? Well, here's what I'm going to do.
Here we go.
First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do the smart thing. Okay, I'm going to do...
This is the smart thing, by the way.
The fucking smart thing. I am going to save the PS4 for a while. Why?
Save it. He got a new PS4 Pro, and he wants to keep his PS4. Okay. I guarantee what he wants to do is he wants to hold on to the PS4, and then until people forget that he has it, and then trade it in to get money, but he doesn't want us to know about it, so he's gonna do that, and then still, pretend that he's poor. I'm onto him. He wants us to forget that he has it.
Because what happens if within 1 to 2 months this PS4 Pro has some kind of an issue, and now I'm dead in the water with no PS4 at all, right? But
the thing is that the more he waits, the less value the PS4 is going to be as well. Like, let's go to GameStop. GameStop's website. I'm going to tell you how much you can get for a PS4. Day 1 PS4, by the way. So, don't get too excited. Let's see. Consoles. There we go. But I know he's going to go to, GameStop because he loves that place. Let's see. Okay, we'll do the, this one. He would get, if he's a regular member, $124 in cash. I wonder, can this also calculate if I trade in for a PS4 Pro? Like, can they do that? Can it be like, oh, I wonder. Let's see. Because I wonder if they can show you the trade-in value. I don't think you can. I think you could at one point where you could kind of type in what you have, and then it will show you the trade-in value. But you could have gotten this for $200 or $300 if you traded in the PS4 to get the Pro, but whatever. But he wants to keep it. I wonder why.
Right? That would be horrendously bad. So, I'm going to hold on to it for at least for a while to make sure this PS4 Pro is good and we have no issues with it and everything's fine.
It's a new console. Of course it's going to be good.
Maybe a few months pass and we're into the hardcore gaming season and everything. Yeah, then maybe I'll go trade in the PS4 with either GameStop or Best Buy or somewhere else. I'll have to look in.
Ooh, Best Buy. Let's look at Best Buy's hot trade-in, because I tried to trade in at Best Buy at one point. Well, I looked at the values, and it was horrendous. Like, when I traded in, I looked at the trading value for, I think, Dead Rising 2 or something. GameStop offered, like, $2. Best Buy offered, like, 5 cents. And I was like, wow, that's pretty bad. Let's see. Trade-in program. There we go. Let's see. Gaming hardware. Console. PS4. Let's do 500 gig. Black. Continue. Let's see. Select. You would get, if I can... They can show me the fucking price. Let's do good. Let's be kind and say good. Let's see what happens. Does the okay, included. Does the game console include the controller? Let's say yes. 125. Okay, we kind of get the same deal with GameStop. Okay.
Into it and see like who has the highest payout rates for used PS4s to make some money back, right? So that's the deal. That's what I'm going to do, okay? But I'm going to play it smart. I'm not going to rush, oh, I got to get rid of it right now, and the next thing you know, my fucking Pro has an issue, and now I'm screwed.
But he needs money, dude. He needs money, but he has a thing that can give him money. Don't want to sell it. Well, let's wait until you guys forget that I have it, so that way I can sell it and still beg for money. I guarantee that's what he's doing. So, I want you guys... Actually, no. We'll see if these... I don't know. Do it.
B-Boy Cyclone has resubbed for the 11th month in a row. Thank you very much, B-Boy Cyclone, for the resub. I really do appreciate that.
I appreciate that. Really do.
Okay, let's see. YOLO Dopper cheered, and he says, Phil, great Street Fighter V stream last night. I had a lot of fun watching it. In fact, I went back on YouTube and watched it again. I hope you do Street Fighter V every few days. Well, right now, YOLO Dopper, I'm in a very early stage where after being away from the game for over 2 years, I need to play a lot in order to re-immerse myself and learn all the characters. Because I don't remember.
But he told us that Street Fighter V is an easy game. It's for casuals. Oh, it's simple. I'll have to relearn it.
First of all, I don't even remember half the shit from the regular cast, right? And now I've got all these new characters thrown into the mix, too. So, I definitely have to keep playing it at least a couple times a week in order to keep immersing myself in it and seeing as much as I can see so that I can begin to learn. Then, once I feel that I'm starting to see stuff and learn stuff, then maybe I can say, okay, I'm learning, dude. I'll try a couple other characters and see what their abilities are and mess around with them and go from there, okay? But for now, yeah, I am. Like I said, I played it last night. I'm going to play it Thursday night. And we'll go from there. We'll see how things go, okay? He cheered again, and he says, you were born during a huge blizzard storm? That's weird. Yes. There was a blizzard in April, because I was born April 6th.
Why are we talking about this?
When I was born that year, there was a freak blizzard in early April in
Connecticut. Freak blizzard, dude.
And my dad was trying to get to the hospital while my mom was in labor, because I guess she had been at the hospital for a day or two, and they were waiting, you know, when's the baby going to come? And it wasn't coming, I wasn't coming, I was being stubborn. And then so my dad's like, I can't just be off work permanently. I got to go back to work. But you know,
why are we listening to his fucking birth story? Oh, I was being stubborn, dude. I wanted to stay in there, dude. It was perfect in there. Come on.
Starts. Call me town in 3D. Would you for a stream if it was voted for? First of all, yes, Duke Nukem 3D. I played it back in the day on PC.
Here we go.
Back in the era
I heard this and I was just like, oh man.
When all those games, Doom,
Doom,
Wolfenstein, Duke Nukem, they were all huge. Hexen. Hexen was actually a really good one that almost no one talks about in the modern era, but Hexen, I really liked Hexen. But yeah, Duke Nukem, great game because it was really, as they say, smash mouth hard. Like it was really tough because there was just waves and waves of fucking enemies that would come at you. But at the same time, the game had amazing amounts of weapons, like really cool, a shrink gun, a freeze gun, stuff that you would never see in like a traditional shooter. Plus, you had Duke Nukem, who was constantly voice acting during the game, talking shit to the enemies. You know, it had a lot of adult humor in it. It was really cool for the era. And, you know, that was definitely a 90s game. You wouldn't see Duke Nukem come out in 2018. Too many SJWs would complain.
Look at this. We can't have Duke Nukem. The SJWs are gonna complain and ruin our games, dude. The SJWs are coming for our games. Then why is Doom Eternal coming out? It's kind of funny that people are like, oh, SJWs are gonna ruin games. We can't have games that are brutal and this and that. Wolfenstein 2 came out, and I couldn't stop hearing how it's like, oh, the SJWs, this game is SJW propaganda. You gotta beat up Nazis. Okay, but really? Fucking, oh, we can't get Duke Nukem because of SJWs. We didn't get Duke Nukem again because Duke Nukem Forever fucking bombed. Yeah, it's because of the SJWs, not because of the, how bad the, Duke Nukem is, and no one really likes the developer either anymore. Gearbox kinda lost favor with people. People like, Borderlands 2, but then as, Gearbox started to make more games, people kinda started to hate their, the company. I mean, look at Battleborn, I think there was, like, one time they were trying to announce more stuff for Battleborn, and everyone's like, this is fucking stupid. And also, like, they had a lot of issues with, Alien Colonial Marines, whatever. That the money for that game went to Borderlands 2 instead. Kinda dumb. But, you know, I don't think we're gonna see Duke Nukem because the, developer just wants to not want to do it. But yeah, it's the SJWs. That's what's stopping Duke Nukem is those pesky SJWs, I tell ya.
But for the era that it came out, it was a really good game. Would I ever play it? Sure, I would. If people wanted to see it, I would absolutely play it.
That's why Duke Nukem Forever. That's why Duke Nukem Doom Eternal's coming out.
Like all the time, but it's never really been picked. So yes, I would consider doing it. Absolutely. Dude Frozen Cheers says, thank you for shortening down the plug segment of the stream. I hope you get more viewers and subs for it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I am. Basically, when I get to plugs, I'm trying to do it as quick as possible. I try to get through it within like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, you know, real fast. Hitting on all the points if I can. Okay. Floppy Donkey Sausage Cheers says, Phil, do you consider yourself one of the hardest working people in your industry? See, I can't say that.
I can't say that,
dude. It wouldn't be me to say that, number one. And number two, it's all subjective. Cheers says, Phil, do you consider yourself one of the hardest working people in your industry? See, I can't say that because it wouldn't be me to say that.
Oh, it wouldn't be me.
And number two, it's all subjective. What is work? Some people would say me just sitting here playing games all day isn't work. Other people would say, well, yeah, it is tons of work because he's got to sit there, he's got to play the games, put on an entertaining stream, micromanage all the quality of the stream to make sure it's recording, to make sure that everything's working properly. He's got to manage ad breaks, he's got to manage uploads, he's got to do social media. You know, he's on stream for 8+. Micromanage all the quality of the stream to make sure it's recording, to make sure that everything's working properly. He's got to manage ad breaks, he's got to manage uploads, he's got to do social media. You know, he's on to say that, number one. And number two, it's all subjective. What is work? Some people would say me just sitting here playing games all day isn't work. Other people would say, well, yeah, it is tons of work because he's got to sit there, he's got to play the games.
I like I said, what is worse? But I meant, what is work? Okay.
Put on an entertaining stream, micromanage all the quality of the stream to make sure it's recording, to make sure that everything's working properly.
But this stuff isn't
manage ad
hard.
Breaks, he's got to manage upload.
Manage ad breaks. What managing do you do? All right, start stream ad. Okay, let's play the game. Oh, I'm gonna take a break, guys. That's not really managing. It's just, oh, I'm getting bored. I'm gonna take a break, guys. That's not really hard work. No company, like even when you get a lunch break, it's not like a board of directors are sitting at a table like, oh, guys, I think now is time for lunch. Is it time for lunch? Billy, is it lunchtime? Should it be lunchtime right now? Yeah, Jim, it should be lunchtime now. Okay, Bill. They have it might be like a conference to have in the future, like for fiscal years or whatever, but usually it's a standard time that people kind of know, okay, now it's time for a break. It's not anything that's too complicated.
Loads. He's got to do social media.
Social media. Okay. What is the social media presence? Let's take a look. Per your votes, today the first stream in Dark Souls is Dark Souls 3. Oh wow, that took a lot of time, right? Yeah, he put a poll up to see what he would play today. It was Dark Souls 3 because everyone wants to see the pro cuts. Dude, he even put it in the fucking tweet. Looks like Dark Souls 3 fun today. This stream with a far better frame rate on my new pro console. Oh man, let me just fucking jack off about my pro. Oh, I got a pro, dude. Do you guys know he has a PS4 Pro? Man. Seriously excited to play Dark Souls 3 again on my new PS4 Pro. 2 fucking tweets about it. 2 fucking tweets. 2 fucking tweets. About the fucking Pro. Amazing. That is amazing. He's so hyped to play Dark Souls 3 on his PS4 Pro, dude. This fucking idiot. Not idiot, whatever. Wednesday, first stream is determined by you. Would you rather see Dark Souls 3? No, on a better performance on my PS4 Pro, or more Shenmue? Man, I wonder what he would want. Why he kind of put the PS4 Pro. This guy, I mean, he might as well like fucking fuck his PS4 Pro. He likes that thing. He talks more about the PS4 Pro than he does about Cat anymore. Jesus, this guy is such a fucking bitch. What a fucking baby. Oh man, I got a PS4 Pro, dude. Oh my god, I have a PS4 Pro, dude. Want to see Dark Souls 3 on PS4 Pro? PS4 Pro. Want to see Dark Souls 3 on the PS4 Pro? The PS4 Pro, dude. Like, dude, fucking relax. That's his social media presence. Is bragging, sucking his own dick, and begging. That's his social media presence for you.
Dream for 8+ hours a day. Then behind the scenes, he's doing hours of work. So it all
hours of work. What work? Netflix, PS4 Pro, tweeting about how he's such a great guy, and watching Netflix. I know I said that again. That's the joke. Okay, Cleo works harder then. Cleo's a hardworking bun.
The thing is, I couldn't answer the question. I don't know what other people do. All I know is what I do. I can tell you I do work hard and I work a lot.
I do work hard. I do work a lot. Okay.
All right. In fact, Kat would be the first person to tell you.
Kat. Yeah, because she's so trustworthy. I like staying here with Phil. Yeah. Okay. There was even like someone asking like, "Oh, is DSP's goatee patchy?" And then they asked Kat, and Kat's like, "Can we move on?" She didn't even answer the question. So you're telling me that I have to believe her? I have to trust her? A person that could answer if his goatee was patchy. Okay. Yeah, she's totally a believable person.
She wishes that we had way more time together, but a lot of the days...
She wishes she had more time! She had Saturday off. She had Monday off. She had 2 days off. I've said this before, that I think she has 3 days off because in a weekend preview that DSP uploaded, that he kind of alluded to her having 3 days off. They have no time together. He also told us he aligned his work schedule to be along with her. But then he changed that story too. I don't know if it's in these shoutouts, but I guess we'll have to find out.
Days, she's working, I'm working. We see each other for like an hour around dinner. Then I'm back on stream, and then I see her for like
an hour. He told us 2 hours. Now it's 1 hour. He does. Let's go back to his fucking schedule. Because he gets off around 4 o'clock his time. But let's say I'm gonna go off my time. My time zone. So he stopped streaming at 7. So that starts at 6:30, 9:30 p.m. Right? So if he gets off at 4 his time, 7 my time, he has 7, 8, 9. He has 2 hours. He has 2 hours with her. Because he's always late for stream. He doesn't. The stream doesn't go live until like 9:25. That's technically 2 hours. He gets 2 hours with her. Now it's 1 hour. Okay. And remember, I believe that his streams used to start at 9:15 at night. Now it's 9:30. Okay.
Half an hour before she goes to sleep. So I get to see my girlfriend 90 minutes a day.
My girlfriend, 90 minutes. He has 8 minutes because that's, I guess, more passive time than an hour. Or more than an hour. Because 90 minutes is 10 minutes over an hour, but he sees her for 2 hours. 4 o'clock to 6:30 is 2 hours. Because, 4 plus 2 is 6. Whoops.
And we live together. I mean, that's pretty crazy. It's because I'm working so much. So I am a hard worker, but
I'm a hard worker, okay.
Can I compare myself to anyone else in the industry? No, I can't.
I can't, dude.
Because I don't know what they do.
I don't know what to do.
No idea what these other people do. All I know is I do try to work hard, per my means and what I can actually do, okay? And I'm appreciative of those of you who come out and hang out with me every day, and let's see here. I lost my place because I got a few cheers and they pushed my cheers down. Hold on.
Yeah, they pushed my cheers down, dude.
Okay. Comic cheered. He says, other than Dark Souls, what video game world would suck to live in? What video game world wouldn't suck to live in? Every video game world seems to be rife with conflict. Summoning in demons. Every time you go outside, there's 2 big roided dudes fucking oiled up in style. Like, what the fuck, man? Attack. And he says, what do you think about streams? No, excuse me. I did not read that correctly at all. Let's try this again. What do you think about Steam's new streaming service and people speculating it will overthrow Twitch? I have not heard anything about that.
Here we go.
If it is a service that ties in...
Are you guys ready for the Twitch sucking? Oh man, get ready.
Steam, alright. Then obviously it would be PC exclusive.
PC exclusive.
For people who play games on PC, maybe that's a huge thing. For me, it would not affect me at all because I'm primarily a console gamer and I would just stick with Twitch, right?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what's going to happen with Steam streaming service. Okay.
However, it is funny that Twitch really doesn't have major competition. If you take a look, there are companies...
Now remember, he shat on YouTube for not having competition because they're able to do all this dumb shit and get away with it. Twitch has no competition, and he's, competition is good, but Twitch doesn't have it because they're just really good.
To try. You got Hitbox, you got Mixer, you got YouTube. None of them have really been able to step up and do what Twitch does. So, honestly...
How can they not step up and do what Twitch does? Twitch does fucking basic-ass shit. Mixer does stuff similar to it. Mixer does Hitbox, I think, at some point did as well, but, who fucking cares about that? And it's Smashcast now, fuck it.
Twitch has not had any major competition, period, much like YouTube has really not had any major competition, period, which allows YouTube to get away with the crap that they get away with on a daily basis.
But what about Twitch, then? If YouTube can get away with doing crap on a daily basis, then what about Twitch? Because Twitch does some crap, too. They ban channels. They ban affiliates. Affiliates get fucked over the most. Affiliates and non-partners. If you're not a partner, you get fucked. You get treated like shit on that site because you can get banned and you can't really talk to anyone. They'll just ignore you. The affiliates have been banned that, obviously like Tevin, Text, and Bill, they've been banned. Do they know why? No. They can guess why, but Twitch won't tell them. Twitch won't help them. Twitch keeps their money. DSP gets an indefinite ban, gets able to get out of it because he's a fucking partner. So, yeah, Twitch does nothing shady at all. Okay.
If anything, having a competitor, a major competitor who actually does pose a threat, typically in an industry makes it actually better rather than worse. And the reason I say that is it makes people step up and try to be better. So if anything, if Twitch actually did have a major competitor that was drawing people away from Twitch, Twitch might try to add new things and or improve their service to make it more attractive to people to stream here and watch here. So if anything, it might actually be better rather than worse, in my opinion. But I don't know. I don't think, like, for example, if the Steam streaming service is only PC games, obviously right off the bat, console exclusive games, you know, they need to be somewhere, right? Someone like me, who primarily is playing on console, that Amazon is going to do their own on-demand. I like Twitch, you know, so.
Oh, I like Twitch, dude. I love them.
Well, we'll see. You know what? Another rumbling, right? I mean, we've been hearing rumblings that Amazon is going to do their own on-demand video service to compete with YouTube for
rumblings about that. It already exists. But it doesn't count because he can't use it, so it doesn't count.
How long? Year and a half now, and we still don't see it. So
we still don't see it. It exists. He just doesn't want to acknowledge it because he can't milk it, so it doesn't count. That's really why he doesn't want to acknowledge that Amazon has a service. Because he can't use it. If he can't use it, it doesn't exist to him.
So, hopefully, you know, all these things come to fruition. I guess we'll find out. Chris cheered. He says, how many actual other Twitch streamers have you played against while you play? I have no idea. Because the bottom line is,
okay.
I didn't know. And then people after the fact would say, hey. But people are saying, yeah, there was like I was doing a random set with a new character or whatever that I was trying to learn. And I played him and he whooped my ass. To which I respond, probably correct. It makes sense if I played them hardcore. I'm sure that I've played with all out and say, oh, I played this guy or evil that'll be on consoles eventually, made by some of the original developers. Really, that stuff. Judicious Echoes cheered. He says there's a Hexen spiritual successor called a Medieval that'll be on consoles eventually, made by some of the original developers. Really, I mean that's pretty.
He loves Hexen so much he didn't know that they're working on a new game. Sound good?
Crazy. Hexen, like I said, Hexen was a game amidst all those other.
It's like Cleo's a big fan of carrots, and then she doesn't know the brands. There was a time where we got like farmer carrots, and I guess they were either bad or something. I don't know, but we gave her them, and she wouldn't eat them. She would just kind of like look at them and just like not eat them at all. And I was wondering, like, why is she eating these carrots? These are weird. Then I find out that they were not really good carrots. But I give her a different brand that are from this grocery store, and she's all over that.
Shooters of the time, Doom, Wolfenstein, and Duke Nukem. And the difference was it used magic instead of guns. There's no guns in the game. It's all magic use and stuff. And it's actually a really good game. But really, it ended up being, it basically it's one of the better ones, but whatever. All right, that's cool. There apparently is going to be a spiritual successor.
Successor.
Hey, with the resurgence of games like Doom recently, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of the classic games come by, right?
But the SJWs! Come on, Phil. The SJWs are coming. They're coming to get our games, dude. Come on. We're not going to see... Doom Eternal is going to be canceled because the SJWs are going to march to Bethesda and get it canceled, dude. The SJWs are coming.
Right. FL Gibson, 97, has resubbed for the second month in a row. Thank you, FL Gibson, for the resub. I appreciate that. Chris cheered and says, I know you hate detractors. What do you think that they misunderstand about you? A ton of stuff. But the thing is, if I were to sit here and address all of it...
A ton of stuff. Okay.
First of all... Some of them just fail to believe any of it. A lot of them have just been so conditioned against me.
Just like how you condition your fans to believe just you, right? Nah, he can't do that. No.
That they don't want... Even if there's something that's good that happens, they either act like it didn't happen, or...
No, the thing is, the reason why we don't talk about the good shit you do is because it's... One, it's infrequent. It's very rare you do something good for your fans. Two... we kind of want to talk about the stuff that's kind of dumb, and like, look, you said something dumb. Why would we talk about something that's irrelevant to that? That's like, you know, if I'm writing an article criticizing the president, like, yeah, okay, let's say that I want to criticize Trump's policy worldwide or whatever. Am I gonna start talking about his positives? Like, that's not the point of the article. If the point of the article was to kind of review what Trump did in a year, let's say, then yeah, it would be, you know, beneficial to incorporate both the positives and the negatives in that perspective. But if I'm criticizing something he's doing, it's not really gonna benefit the piece if I start talking about the positives. Because I'm trying to criticize something, I'm not gonna talk about the positives. I mean, I mean, I could say like some offhand stuff like, "Oh, well, Trump did some good in terms of like this kind of thing," but ultimately, when I look at this is kind of, you know, worse, and you know, whatever. I don't know. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to write. But okay, but let's talk about my videos. I do kind of talk about some of the positives he does, but as I said, it's very infrequent. Like, when is the last thing he did something good for his fans? Let's see. He delayed Mario Sunshine. He delayed it for them. That's good, right? He did two patron playthroughs to make up for that. So I guess that's good, but he kind of treated them like shit about it. He was just kind of like, "Look, I'm waiting for Mario Sunshine, okay? Fuck it, you guys gotta wait. I told you guys not to vote for it."
Or they write it off as, oh, this is just another way for Phil to pull the wool over someone's eyes. He's really a horrendous human being and a scammer and blah, 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 blah. All the nasty stuff that they constantly say about me, right?
In some cases, that is the case, though. Like, look at the Project 7 stuff. When he canceled Project 7, he tried to say, "Well, since I did do Project 7, I'm gonna lower the goals for this month so that that's discounted. You should have done that goal for free. I'm sorry, but it's the same price. The goal they did for Project 7 was $12.50 at the time. The goal for September was supposed to be $12.50. He halved that to be 9 something at the time, but that should have been for free then." But okay, yeah, he did a solid for his fans by still getting money for it when he should have done that goal for free. But okay, all right.
Right? I don't really think that me giving any time to the stuff that they say and do about me, it makes sense. There's just,
In a way, he's right. In a way, he's right about that, because I do think if he does, let's say, start to address detractor videos, let's say, that would just mean that we would get more people who are being tryhards to come out of the woodwork and be like, "Ah, if I criticize Phil, he's gonna talk about me in a video." So in a way, we would get tryhard people. So in a way, he's right, but at the same time, I think there are things he should address that are in detractor videos. But it really depends, and it should be up to him on what he decides. But he just doesn't want to do it at all. Okay.
too much. And, you know, it's to the point where I just want to not talk about them. I'd rather just be here positive and have fun streams. All right? So there you go. The Canada's in cheered and says, "It's none of my business. I know you work hard. Just remember to always prioritize your relationship over your job. I know it can be hard, but I don't want to see you in another depressed state." The bot cheered and says, "It's none of my business. I know you work hard. Just remember to always prioritize your relationship over your job. I know."
Dude, he prioritizes his laziness and money overall. I've said this before, but I guarantee he puts money before his own health. Guarantee it. He could be dying, and he'll worry about YouTube still. He could lose a leg, and he'd be like, "Oh my god, my YouTube! Is my YouTube still uploading? Oh man, I got demonetized, dude. I gotta do a vlog. EMTs, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. I need to do a vlog. Sir, you need to go to the hospital. No, I need to do this vlog, okay?"
I know it can be hard, but I don't want to see you in another depressed state. The bottom line is...
He's already depressed. He looks miserable when he plays games.
Right. In life, you need a work-life balance. You do. You absolutely need a work-life balance. It has to be. Even when you're in financial troubles, you still need a work-life balance. You can't just work. Things fall apart, you know? And, you know, you're right.
Yeah, there is a balance, but at the same time, you know, Kat. Well, I don't know. I assume she has a brain. I assume this, but I'm sure she can understand if you go late in a stream, like 30 minutes, let's say. I'm pretty sure Kat's gonna be understanding of that. Because you can sit there and be like, well, he does try to spend time with me, and if he's late because of a stream, that's fine. I'll let him go a little bit late. That's fine. I don't think she's gonna sit there and be like, oh, you're 30 minutes late to dinner. That's it. That's it, DSP. I'm leaving. I'm out. I don't think she's gonna do that unless you fucking yell at her about it. Like, look, Hetty, I had to go late, okay? This game was really draggy, okay? Fucking get off my back. Maybe what he should do is to say, I'm sorry that that the stream ran late, but, you know, it is what it is or whatever. But no, he can't do that. He assumes everyone's an idiot and everyone's out to get him.
Right, that's why, if you guys don't notice, I have 1 day off a week. I absolutely need a day off a week to spend with Kat. It's just mandatory. Now, there may be some exceptions.
I like how it says it's mandatory. Like, that kind of sounds like a loving relationship. I have to spend time with my girlfriend. It's mandatory. You know, I love spending time with Cleo. You know, when I give her food, when I give her a carrot, I kind of like look forward to that. I kind of like I'm interested to see what she's gonna do. I'm not saying like, oh, I have to give her food. I have to give her food, man. I have to go out there. I have to give her a carrot. I have to give her water. I have to take out her poop. Oh, this is awful. Like, I mean, well, actually, you know, I don't look forward to cleaning her cage. That is a terrible time, spending time with her. But giving her food, fine. You know what? That's fine. I kind of look forward to that. I get to see what she gets to do today. But really, you're gonna describe spending time with the cat as mandatory? Oh, it's mandatory. I have to spend time with her. That sounds like work. That sounds like work to me. Because you should not describe spending time with your loved ones as mandatory. When it gets to that, that's kinda bad. That's kinda bad.
Every once in a while where that date changes, and maybe there'll be days when it's different, where I do a half day or whatever. But yeah, there needs to be time to spend in personal life with your loved ones. It's just that simple.
It's mandatory.
If you're gonna be in a relationship, it's necessary. It'd be one thing if I was single.
It's necessary. I have to take time off to be with my girlfriend, dude. It's mandatory. I have to do it. It's a necessity. I need to do this. So what's more important, Dave? Keeping your house or keeping your girlfriend? You gotta weigh the priorities there, buddy.
And doing this by myself, and literally this is all I do. But you're right. You're absolutely right. And I instituted many positive things and changes. I changed the schedule. If you guys didn't notice, back in April, I made my streams earlier now, and they go for a certain length so that I can put in more gameplay. But then, because of that, I get to see Kat a little bit more, because it was at one point.
Remember, he said, "Oh, I guess, I'm very busy. I only see Kat for like an hour, dude. Even though it's 2 hours. But I made my schedule to spend more time with her. But I don't get to see her as much anymore. What? Which is it? Do you see her as much or not? What the fuck? Okay."
I wasn't seeing her at all, which was insane.
I wasn't seeing her at all. What the fuck is that? That's a lie. That's a fucking lie, because he changed his schedule the moment she moved in. The moment she moved in, he changed his schedule. That is a lie. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, and thank you for the cheer. YOLO Dauber cheered and said, I suggest that you stop using credit cards altogether. If only life were that easy, guys. Like, what I make in tips, this is the truth.
By the way, you know what's funny? So, he got a $300 tip from, I think, does it say who it's from? Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Let's go to the hot gaming channel, DSP Gaming. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let's see. I think it's this one. What? Damn it. No, I want that. Where's this $300 tip? Where is it? I'm gonna find this $300 tip, god damn it.
Yeah.
He got a $300 tip. I know he did. Where the fuck is it? Is the $300 tip a lie? Oh, here it is. Oh, okay, so it's from Khalifatul Sulan. Oh yeah, because it was Monday, not Sunday. So Monday. Is that right, Monday? Yeah. He got a $300 tip, right? The PS4 Pro arrived. And then, in that same stream, well guys, it looks like I'm gonna get a TV. I'm gonna get a 4K TV. Someone donated it to me. And if you look at fucking Amazon had the 4K TV at $300. Makes you wonder.
Alright, so, to continue on, we gotta go back to that friggin' elevator. Yep, cliff underside again, right? So now we got new armor set, the Chloranthy ring, right? We got a lot going on. A lot of good improvements. We'll see how things go here. Alright.
Oh, why the fuck am I watching this? I lost track of time, dude. Whoops.
Whatever money I make on Twitch and via YouTube ads goes to pay all of my existing debt. And whatever you guys tip me, typically is what I use to try to buy stuff. Like, if I need to buy a new game, Shenmue,
Buy stuff with tips.
I use tip money to buy that.
Tips go straight to the bills. I buy games with tips. Okay, I love how this changes multiple times. Oh, the Patreon money goes for the games and the equipment I need to go into this. Tips go straight to the bills. Tips goes to the games too now. So then what's Patreon? Like, he keeps changing this story. He keeps changing it. I mean, unless he means that tips go in general, like tips and Patreon and cheers and subs, all that money gets pulled into the same thing and gets distributed everywhere, but he keeps saying these specific things that kind of make it sound weird.
And it sucks when some months I don't get enough tips to cover the cost of the stuff I'm doing, and I need to dip back into my credit cards and stuff. It's not good, okay?
Yeah, fix my credit cards, dumb fans. Why are you tipping me?
But I'm certainly not going to go into the sordid details of any of my behind-the-scenes financials. That's pretty stupid.
Pretty
Game Master
stupid.
used Phoenix down cheered, and he says, can't watch today, but here's some bits to get yourself a Pepsi. Excuse me. Alright, let's try that again. Judas Echoes cheered and said, Amid Evil has several hours of early access.
Oh my god.
I remember, I don't remember it too well, but I remember Blood. That was another classic first-person shooter. Okay. Shout out to Joe P or Jop AMC. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but thank you for the sub. Who subscribed to Twitch Prime? Appreciate that. Chris cheered again. He says, you mentioned you have a degree. What was it in? Why haven't you used it? It was a
Oh my
bachelor's in
god.
finance. Basically, I got out of college and applied for a bunch of hire you, and I went back to some of them and said, but I don't understand. I'm fresh out of college. What experience was I supposed to have?
They want him to do an internship. Like most college students, they take internships. And yeah, you have a lot of responsibilities as a student. You have like, oh yeah, you gotta go to class and you gotta do this internship. Usually if you do internships and you're a student, they're gonna understand that, you know, your studies come first. They're not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you wanna study? You wanna go to school? Oh, fuck you. They're gonna, you know, schedule around your schedule. Okay.
They were like, oh, well, there were probably many internship opportunities you should have taken, and it's your fault.
And he could have also taken internship stuff. Well, he could have done a lot of things. But he chose not to because he's fucking lazy.
I'm like, internship opportunities? I did look into internship opportunities when I was in college.
Really?
You want to know what they were? Basically work a 40-hour job for free.
Most internships don't pay. So some might pay, but usually you should not really go in expecting to get paid for them.
While you're in college.
They don't pay because it allows them to kind of give you a more flexible schedule. That's why they don't pay. They're not gonna have someone pay. They're not gonna pay you, and then you just not come to work. You know, oh, you're supposed to do this internship. We're paying you. Oh, well, I have to study. Then you're not gonna get paid. I don't know. Fuck it. I
Now,
don't.
sadly, I was not of the privilege to do that because guess what? I had a bunch of college loans. I was paying for college, and therefore I had to work to pay the loans to go to college. So they were expecting me to not only work a 40-hour work week at an internship for free, then maintain a job outside of that to pay for college.
I really doubt the internship was 40 hours. And the other thing is that don't you usually pay after college? You start paying school back? Aren't like I know that you have to pay for like classes up front sometimes or whatever, but don't you usually like for a 4-year school when you get out of school, don't you get like you start paying the tuition off? Because usually around then if you do an internship, you can get a job and then you can use the job to pay for that. I don't know. Because I've been hearing a lot of people, like my brother, for example, he's trying to get to med school, and then, with that, he's gonna start paying off the med school tuition by getting a job in the medical field. He's also employed right now, so he can also pay some of it with that as well. It's not easy. Life isn't fucking easy. You're not gonna just sit there and be able to pay everything off immediately. You kind of have to work for it.
And then attend college classes and go to college at the same time. It's not fucking possible. But this is how the American education system is. It's basically a scam in a lot of...
That is terrible. That's a terrible advice. Education is a scam. Getting an education is a scam. The fact that he thinks this kind of shows that the education system failed him.
Ways where basically you're paying a ton of money to get a degree that's worthless. What you really need is job experience, and no one will take you on for job experience unless you're going to do it for free, which you can't do unless you're rich, which I'm not. So the whole thing was a system set up so that I couldn't get a good job out of college in the business.
Yeah. The education system set up that way. That's a... Okay. I'm not gonna say.
So I ended up getting a job out of college.
This is dumb.
Claimed
it's a scam because you couldn't get a job. Okay.
It was called Wells Fargo Financial, and it was 100% predatory lending, finding people with terrible credit.
He worked for a place that he calls predatory. One would think that he took what he learned from that job to run his streaming job. It's kind of like he's a scam artist and he learned from sleazy businesses. Wow.
And trying to give them mortgages that were high loan to value on their homes, and then eventually getting to the situation where they would rack up their debt again and their houses would get foreclosed on because they wouldn't pay them. It was a terrible business. It was a terrible practice, and eventually I got out of that. Then I ended up working for Best Buy for a while. That company downsized and told me I have no fucking experience. A certain elitist class of people in those jobs. It's that simple. So I never would have been...
It's the fucking 1%ers, dude. They're coming to get our jobs. I mean, there's issues in the real world getting, with job employment and education. There are issues. Life is hard. Like, everyone struggles in life. It's not like you're just gonna, wake up one day and then everything gets solved. I mean, everyone struggles. It's a struggle. You don't know what to do in life, and sometimes people never find out, and they're just kind of aimlessly wandering, trying to find a niche. And it's this whole thing. It's not this easy. DZ makes it sound as if getting a job and all this stuff should be easy. Life is not easy. People struggle. People suffer. People try. It's never easy. It's never easy. You're gonna have to like kind of kill yourself to get to where you need to be. And sometimes you might not. You might spend time somewhere, and that might not be where you're supposed to go. Life is fucking hard, and you're really gonna sit there and be like, well, You know, the education system fucked me, dude. You know, I just couldn't get a job. I couldn't get it, so life sucks. Like, that's a very defeatist attitude to have. It just kind of shows that he just isn't trying. He never tried. And it kind of shows in his work. In his work, it shows everywhere. You can kind of tell he never tried. You know, he got laid off at his job. He claims he got awarded for it, but you know what? I was in a volunteer service. Everyone told me that I was doing great, and then I was asked to leave. Now I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, they fucking hate me. It's their fucking fault. They fucked me over. You know, I guess there's like, yeah, you know, maybe I could have worked harder, and you know, it is, you know, but ultimately I left saying to myself that it wasn't really the field for me. You know, it wasn't really my speed. You know, it just didn't really. It wasn't my my place. So I'm trying something else, trying to figure a different angle, trying to approach other stuff. That's how you should really look at stuff. If you can't really succeed in one place, if you're asked to leave in one place, you have to say to yourself, look, this isn't for me. You know, I did try hard, but maybe I wasn't trying hard enough. But you know what? Maybe that wasn't for me. You know what? Maybe I should try something else. Because that's really all life is. If you don't know what to do, just try stuff. Try things. Try to find a foothold on something, and just try to make that work. You know, he got awarded, sure, but then, you know, ultimately he probably just wasn't meant for it. But he never thinks that. He thinks he's meant for everything. He thinks he's the jack of all trades. No one is a jack of all trades unless you're, like, really, you know, trying to work really hard on it. So it's kind of bullshit that he thinks this. It's kind of dumb.
Able to get a job in that industry unless I knew someone who's.
But okay, there you go.
DJ Runo cheered. He says, "I can really see your critics turning Phil Burnell ends world hunger into fat side Phil finds way to eat more."
Yes. Okay.
Pretty much.
That would only happen as if, like, DSP ended world hunger, but he never showed us the people who benefited from it. And then when people ask, like, "Hey, so what happened with the charity to end world hunger?" The food it went to an agency. Now I don't know what this agency did to the food. I don't know. They did stuff to it. So, you know, that happened to it. Like, you'll just never know. You would just never know, and that would make it look more suspicious and shady. It's like if, let's say that he does a charity, and the charity gives you a receipt that you could show people, like, oh, this is the amount of money you sent, right? And then, you know, someone says, "Hey, DSP, can you show us the receipt?" That's private information, okay? I can't show you the receipt. It puts a lot of personal information on it. It's like, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does, okay? It gives you my address and everything. I can't do that, okay? He just isn't very trustworthy. That's the thing I've been saying. Like that's what's kind of unfortunate with DSP for most of the time. Like, he could be telling us the truth, but the thing is that it's very hard to take him at his word when he has been a liar multiple times. He has been caught in a lie multiple times. Excuse me. He told us recently. I watched an old David Davidson video, and I did not even hear this. He was offered a sponsorship opportunity back in 2016, around the time when he started playing Persona 3. Around that time, he talked about being in a sponsorship. I don't know if he ever went through with that or if it fell through. I don't know. But he mentioned it. But he told us multiple times, "I'll never do sponsorship streams. I have no interest in them. I don't want to do that. I want to be honest." But he was interested in a sponsorship opportunity back when he played Persona 3, fresh. And then he got into a chair sponsorship. It's very fucking hard to take him at his word when he's been a liar. It's really fucking hard. I'm sorry, but you know, it's very hard for me to take him seriously when I watch his videos and I can kind of see that he's a liar.
Like, it doesn't matter what I do. They will either write it off and say it didn't happen, or they'll write it off and they'll say it's for another purpose. Like right now, I guarantee you guys, if I said, guess what, guys, for the first time ever, I decided I'm going to do a charity event. Immediately, all it would be is, well, Phil's doing this to look better. Phil's doing it to make himself look good. He doesn't care about the charity. He doesn't care about...
This sounds familiar, guys. I wonder. You know, I'm gonna go a little extra here. Well, because let's find something. E3.
All right, a little different this year. They seem way less accurate, historically accurate to on the map and put it down. Battlefield, woohoo, right? Then they talk about the single-player campaigns. Guys of the Battlefield part of this show. Battlefield's gonna have their game. Wow! In the last 6 months, so now everyone wants Royale. I mean, it's gonna become its own genre. They're like, is this a good or bad thing?
Oh, let's see what he has to say. Let's get a little
this or that. It's just about him trying to look good again, so more people will give him money. That's what I mean. Like, this is how they are. No matter what I do.
I like how he's like, well, they're gonna say that I'm trying to make myself look better. They're gonna say that, oh, he's doing this to make more money. But guess what? Guess what, DSP? You shat on EA for the same fucking thing. You can't really sit there and complain when people use your same criticism that you did on EA. But I guarantee his excuse would be, well, EA is a huge company. Okay? So, I mean, of course, everything they do is for money, or whatever dumb shit like that, but he fucking shat on EA for that.
That one group of people would never be satisfied, and that's why I don't give a shit. Okay?
Okay.
Alright,
what is it?
Vice cheer.
That's not two-faced at all. Let's hear that again.
To make himself look good. I guarantee you guys, if I said, guess what, guys, for the first time ever, I decided I'm going to do a charity event. Immediately, all it would be is, well, Phil's doing this to look better. Phil's doing it to make himself look good. He doesn't care about the charity. He doesn't care about this or that. It's just about him trying to look good again, so more people will give him money. That's what I mean. Like, this is how they are.
But you told us yourself. Hold on. I think it's near the end of this video.
First-person combat, we'll do third-person guys and say, this is our new IP. They should be going above and beyond to blow us away with some kind of... Like, what's the next co-op shooter that's the same fucking game that's going to be announced this year, you know? Just did a 100-bit cheer. He says, people will tell you, yeah, I'm sorry. Just didn't like it, and I hope that... You know what? It's funny, because EA, this is the second year in a row, EA says, we want to go first. We want to have our press conference on a Saturday. Nothing was lost. I didn't learn anything about that. The only thing fun was the indie games. I mean, the least out of everything that was talked about in the press conference were the only things that seemed interesting. Unique and robust experience you can't get any times over the past years. And, you know, it's like, what on earth? It's completely deflated me. It is, and it looks like the same fucking game you've already. People will fly through the game doing the things where when you shoot them, numbers pop out of their fucking bodies like this amount of money for Sony in Santa Monica. Anthem is doing the polar enough is not enough anymore. Look at a game like God of War.
Oh god, okay? God of War.
Like 4 different classes. You're not going to buy your way into being over. It has to be like equivalent level and equivalent. But I was bored to tears. Like, man, I just want to see the fucking panel. So they bring out 3 people. I think it was 3. What I've determined is that panels are fucking boring. But I was bored to tears. That there, it's all single player. Your sounds kind of like Destiny. Sorry, that's just real talk, okay? Where you don't think that we're a bunch of money recognition. Of course not. Planet that do charity work, yes. But did you ever see Mother Teresa going out and
look at this?
They say, look, we're EA. Even EA stroke our own dick segment. Says, keep up the good work. Thank you, Yusuke. Annual EA stroke our own dick segment.
Look at this. Look at this. So he's shitting on us, detractors. If he were to do a charity stream, the detractors are going to say that I'm doing it for money, to look good, and this and that. They're not going to be grateful I'm doing a charity stream. But look how he describes EA doing charity.
Also known as the play to give segment.
EA dick their own dick segment. Stroke their own dick segment. Dick their own dick.
It's the 3rd year in a row they've had this segment. Where basically
3 years they've been telling us that they've been donating to charity. Oh my god.
Hey, look, we're EA. Even though everyone hates us and says that we're an evil corporation, we do charity work.
So dude's like, look, everyone says that they hate me, okay? But look at me, I'm DSP, I'm doing charity, okay? Sound good? There you go.
Play to Give, where we gave a ton of money out and helped the peoples of the world with the monies that we made nickel and diming the consumer with loot boxes. So look, here's the stuff.
Oh.
Hey, it wasn't a long segment.
Oh, there it is. He's gonna say, see, I am not making money off of loot boxes to give to charity. I'm taking the money that you're supporting me with to give to charity. Just dumb. Dumb if you ask me, but okay.
But still, the fact that they even need to bring this up.
And honestly, I'm gonna say this as well. DSP kind of shouldn't do charity. As bad as that sounds, it's just that I have a feeling either one of two things is gonna happen. The amount of money that he can make, he's gonna get greedy and then start to get, like, you know, dividing it. Like, oh, I'm gonna keep this percentage of it and give the bigger percentage to charity. That's still kind of wrong. But that, or he's just, you know, not going to give us any evidence that he gave to charity, and then people are going to say, oh, see, that's a scam. He lied to us, and then this is not going to end up very well for him. So, okay.
Okay, the fact they even need to bring this up proves that they
Look
know
at
their
this.
image is still absolutely terrible, and they're trying to, oh, look, we're good. We're not all bad. Here's the good stuff we do with your money that we rob you of, right? In reality, my belief on charity has always been that it's charity.
His belief of charity. His belief is this. This is Darkside Philip Burnell's belief on charity.
And charity is not something to be publicly celebrated or touted.
Not publicly celebrated.
It is something to be respectful. Is it great? In reality, my belief on charity has always been that it's charity. And charity is not something to be publicly celebrated or touted as something to be respectful. Is it great?
Not touted to be respectful? So we shouldn't respect people who do charities? Okay.
That we have people on the planet that do charity work? Yes. But did you ever see Mother Teresa going out and saying, look, everyone, look at me. I'm Mother Teresa and all the good things that I've dedicated my life to? Of course not.
Because her actions spoke for her, and people kind of did that for her. But the thing is that with EA, is that they kind of have to tell people that the money's going to charity because, you know, they can't just not tell people. I don't know, whatever. But that's his belief. That's his belief. Now, what does DSP think about charity now?
No matter what I do, that one group of people would never be satisfied, and that's why I don't give a shit. It's just about him trying to look good again so more people will give him money. That's what I mean. Like, this is how they are. No matter what I do.
DSP, maybe you should listen to your own EA segment, because you kind of gave EA shit for doing charity, just like you claimed that we would to you. And the thing is that we would probably hold him to the same standard that he holds others. That's the other thing. Because he has a standard on sponsorships, right? Oh, people shouldn't do sponsorships. I want to be honest. He does the Twitch bounties, which kind of forbid you of being critical of the games that you're given. We hold him to the same standard. No, see, I'm being honest. I could say the game is bad. I just can't say it's a piece of shit, see? See, I'm gonna be honest. And then when you go to the sponsored stream, no, this game is okay. You know, it's pretty cool. I like it. I like the idea. Oh, Phil, are you gonna play it again? No, I'm not gonna play it. Well, he told us in the Q&A segment. And during the stream, he just said, oh, I'm gonna go back to it, see how it is when it finally comes out. But then, in reality, he's not gonna go back to it. Kind of sounds fake. So if we hold him to his own standards, he's gonna find. Like, I guarantee if he does charity and we tell him, oh, if you tell him the same shit he says at the EA thing about how, oh, charity should not be touted, it should not be publicly stated, this is what he'd tell us. See, I have to tell you guys that I'm paying for charity, okay? I have to, because, you know, you give me money and you guys need to know that I'm going to be giving to charity, okay? That's why I'm telling you. So, yeah, he's full of shit.
That one group of people would never be satisfied, and that's why I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright,
Full of shit, TBH.
Sias Vice cheered. He says, would you consider streaming on Facebook? They pay a salary. And the stream. Oh, hold on, I got scrolled again. The streams have to remain exclusively on Facebook. Each streamer streaming on
What
Facebook.
kind of tip was that? Was it $10?
Salary.
Oh, $5. Okay.
And the stream. Oh, hold on, I got scrolled again. The streams have to remain exclusively on Facebook. Each streamer has to stream a certain amount per day and have to apply for a vacation like a real job. But there's a lot of hate towards Facebook, so it's a risky move, but it could be more stable. No, Facebook.
There's not a lot of hate towards Facebook. I mean, there is kind of hate towards Facebook, but I mean, it's
Streamers are not gamers. Facebook streamers are people.
Facebook streamers aren't gamers. Okay.
People who are like live streamers, vloggers, political people who talk about politics all the time.
Yeah, because there's no political people on Twitch, right? No one does political streams on Twitch.
Models, that kind of shit. Facebook streaming is not for gamers. It's not for this kind of content. And no, I would not use it. It's like you said, it's not viable. It's not. Unless you're one of the bigger people, so.
Okay.
Okay, Cody Carl's cheered. He says, when is the next opportunity for Grand Theft Auto 3 HD? Next year? I don't know. Right now, I think we're going to be too busy for it. Between me doing Dark Souls 3 and more stuff near the end of the month, anything like that at this point. Because people voted for Dark Souls typically do slow down tremendously. Kate cheers. Says, Phil, have you seen Deadpool 2 yet? No, I have not. I didn't see Deadpool 2. I didn't see... did I say Deadpool 2? I didn't see Deadpool... I can't say it. I didn't see Deadpool 2. I didn't see Black Panther. I didn't see Infinity Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet.
War, whatever the fuck it's called. I didn't see any of the movies recently, so there you go.
You can't see him, dude, because if he sees it, Cat will have PTSD and have flashbacks to her awful ex-boyfriend, dude. He can't do it, because her ex-boyfriend raped her with Marvel movies.
Then I got a $5 tip from an insulting person who I am not going to address. So thanks for the money. I'm not reading your insult.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
Chris cheered again. He says, I know you're a hard worker, but you say you do a lot for pre-streaming gaming these 24 hours a day. How come you don't spend time with Cat before sleep? I just told you my schedule. When I wake up in the...
What?
Chris cheered again. He says, I know you're a hard worker, but you say you do a lot for pre-streaming gaming these 24 hours a day. How come you don't spend time with Cat before sleep? I just told you my schedule. When I wake up in the morning, she's already gone. She's at work. She comes home while I'm streaming.
Okay.
Then when I finish my first stream, we get roughly 1 to 2 hours a day, depending on when I end the stream and what we're making for dinner, because sometimes we got to cook together and stuff. So basically, we have a dinner together, and we clean up after dinner, and then we have a little bit of time then. Then I got my second stream, and then after my second stream's over, she has to go to sleep within like a half hour to get to her job in the morning. So
yeah, they watch his movies, because that's not loud.
We see her maybe 2 hours tops.
By the way, the TV he watches movies on has surround sound. How can Cat sleep when he's watching movies at night?
That, you know, that's because it's just how the schedules align. There's nothing you can do about it. That's just life.
Nothing you can do.
Okay.
You can't change the schedule.
Floppy Donkey Sausage has cheered and says, what game are you most looking forward to play? Will Fallout 76 be good? I don't know.
He doesn't like Fallout 76. He was on the fence about it.
Probably Red Dead. Okay. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the way it works is you can only take out loans and stuff against your house if you budget for it. And according to what these companies are saying, because I have looked into it, you wouldn't budget for a loan. It sucks because I have equity in this house. That's not ridiculous. Like, I wouldn't be able. I know it sucks having this here, but I've been told I can't. I moved here and I've been told Bloodborne. I don't know. I think they're a little different.
What was the question?
Whatever. Cody Carl's cheered. He says, what do you like more, Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne?
Oh.
And dodging constantly and a lot more attacking.
I like Dark Souls.
Strategy to use a shield in Dark Souls design is better. Bloodborne honestly does have a lot of the same. Even though Bloodborne does have some... Say Dark Souls is better than Bloodborne overall. Their opinion on it. But right now...
Gives a vague answer. I can't answer it.
Chris cheered again. He says, couldn't you... schedule your oh my god.
Oh my god, Chris.
Couldn't you do your schedule with hers work when she works, sleep when she does, then spend time?
Remember, he bragged during the stream where he lost monetization how he was able to comprehend people who had it doesn't primarily speak English. Like when they were to type and they type in broken English, he can kind of understand it. He types as like, oh, I don't understand.
I'm sorry, Chris, but you did definitely mangle the English language with that one. I think what he's trying to say is, couldn't you edit your own schedule to be more in line with hers?
He told us when she moved in that his schedule is aligned with hers. He told us this.
Yeah, but then what would happen is I get less viewers. You know what I mean? Like, I need to have my schedule in line so that when I'm streaming, I can get people to come watch. And right now, okay, I'm streaming at 10 in the morning until 4 p.m. Then I take a break. Then I stream till 9 at night. So I'm streaming hours when Americans can watch.
But that's kind of an odd time because Americans work and kids have school. So how are they watching? I never understand. Like, the only people I could kind of see watching are people who have, like, very lax schedules. Or if they're unemployed.
And, you know, at some points, for example, my earlier streams, Europeans can watch, you know. And since I am an English language streamer, it makes sense to stream during the time periods when people who speak the English. But that wouldn't potentially help that much. Hours that make sense, you know what I mean? Like, jobs don't operate 24/7, all kinds of jobs. So we're kind of stuck where we are right now. She did actually adjust her schedule because she had a different schedule, and she adjusted it to be hours that would make more sense so that we at least could spend dinner together and then a little bit of time at night. So, yeah. We have done that already behind the scenes. There's just no perfect situation here. You know what I mean? Like, I could adjust a million times. It's still not going to happen where, you know, we're both adults who have jobs and we have to work. And it is what it is.
We're two adults with jobs, dude.
You know, it's life. That's adult life. You know, a lot of people don't realize that. You know, the older you get and the more adult responsibilities you get, the less time you really have to spend with loved ones. And it sucks, but that's just reality, right?
But he runs off of stream so quickly. So quickly. He's like, okay, get in the stream. Leaves. He, like, left early on the Shenmue stream, probably because of not a lot of participation.
But, you know, I'll do my best. And it's not to say that... Let me put it this way. The time that we do have together, we definitely take advantage of. Like, our day off, we do a lot of fun stuff together. Significant, meaningful time. And we cherish the time that we have together. We really do. So. All right, Chris cheered one more time. And he says, how come you never play retro game like PS1 or whatnot on Twitch? Your first I played a GameCube game. Do for example, if there's new release. Cody Carl's charity says best advice for smaller streamer. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you.
Best advice is just have fun and play video games and shit. I recently did a stream where I would do push-ups at the end of each set in a Street Fighter match, and then if someone were to cheer or whatever an amount, I would do push-ups in regards to that. Which is probably against Twitch's term of service, but fuck it, I don't care. I just want to do push-ups. I was doing a lot of free push-ups anyway, because I like doing push-ups. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it for this stream. Every time I finish a set, I'll do a push-up. I was doing 10 push-ups. If I forgot to do one, I would do 20.
Besides, just be yourself and have fun. Don't be so concerned constantly with viewership. Don't be concerned so much with following. Just be yourself and have fun, and that's always been my philosophy. If you be yourself and you have fun with what you're
listen
doing,
to the guy that brags about people following him. Oh, I don't care about following. I'm getting so many follows. I'm growing, dude. I'm growing. Follows, subs, follows. Grow.
Number one, you're gonna have a lot more fun doing it, and therefore, instead of being constantly worried about taking it serious professional, instead just having fun. You'll enjoy yourself regardless of how many people check out what you're doing. And hopefully people will eventually check you out, catch on, and you'll get some natural growth, organic growth, right? I couldn't tell you any huge tips or nothing. I'm not one of these big guys, so. Science Vibes just cheered. He says, this is for the cheer lovers in the chat. Also, when is Metal Gear Solid 1 Redemption run? I think the game badly needs one. I know you think you did well, but it was torture to watch. I have no idea.
Next year.
I'm going to end pre-stream now. Actually, you know what I should do is check sub count. A shout out and a thank you to the
Okay. Well, that's it for that. Thank you guys for watching. It's been great. It's been a great video. And it's less than 2 hours. That's a positive change. This is positive. This is a positive video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys. Thank you for watching the streams too, by the way. I've been doing streams here, doing random streams. I did an art stream yesterday, trying out a new painting software. Well, not a new one. I had it for a while. It's been a fun stream. I might do more streams like that because they're just kind of quick little streams that are chill and I get to play music. Fun too, right? So thanks for watching. See you whenever I see you.